Are you helping? What are you doing?
Hi, everybody.
Hi, everybody. We're on here. It's a typical night. Train wreck after train wreck.
Yeah, baby that won't go to sleep.
Because he fell asleep after we played outside today. It was cold out today, though.
So we felt that it was time to come back on, and we needed some social interaction, from far away. So it's been a little while since we've been on and done a Facebook Live. Lots going on here at our end. So, including a helper.
Can you wave at everybody, Jonathan?
Can you wave? Give us a wave.
Say hi to everybody.
Hi, everybody.
Yeah.
Thank you. No touching.
Yeah. So, some of the things we've been up to is I've been doing the 75 hard challenge.
Mm-hmm. And that's basically a challenge where Jackie has to work out 2 times a day, 45 minutes each session, and one of those 2 sessions, rain or shine, has to be outside.
Snow or sleet or hail or
has to be outside.
frigid temperatures, yeah.
Yeah. So she's not the outdoorsy person,
No.
but she's becoming one.
I am. It's not as hard to get outside as it used to be.
The fresh air is good for you. The vitamin D is good for you.
Stop.
If the kids go out and follow Jackie out there, so it gets the kids outside.
Yep.
And so it's been good all around.
Yeah, it's been good. I've found the biggest thing with the 75 hard challenge is, can you wave quietly?
No.
The biggest challenge is that it's a mental exercise. It's not about the workouts. I mean, 2 workouts a day, 45 minutes minimum, is a challenge on its own. But the biggest challenge for me is being able to not make an excuse. There's 100 reasons why I could not want to go outside, including the rain and the cold and the different things. But I find
kids in trashing the house while you're outside working out.
So, I mean, it's a juggling act to try and get that outdoor time and get the indoor time. One day it was beautiful out, so there was no problem. I did 2 workouts. They were both outside. But it was the pouring rain days and the days where it was snowing and the wind was like minus 22 and I was outside for 45 minutes. I had to steal my daughter's snow pants one day because, I don't have any because I'm not the outdoor person. But it's been an amazing challenge. Definitely I see physical differences, but it's the mental change that I've noticed. It's that default into not making an excuse for something, whether it's just not getting up to go put the laundry on at the moment. It's everything in my life is started to snowball into no excuses when that's the mantra that I've been living with for 23 solid days. Mm-hmm.
We've also, started getting up and getting our own water instead of asking for the kids to go bring mommy a water, that sort of thing. So, it's been good. I have not been participating in the 75 hard, but I have been Jackie's workout partner for one of her 2 workouts every day. So whether we go for a walk together after dinner or whether I go and do some cardio with her or some weights with her. So her challenge has improved my fitness level because it's forced me to, and we love our workout time together now. We found that that's good.
And it goes to show anybody can work out at home. Mm-hmm. You don't need a ton of equipment. Right now, while we're social distancing, Jonathan, go find Joe. Go find your brother. Go see his room.
Sorry, it gets a little loud in here at bedtime, as you can see.
But you don't need a lot of equipment. We started out with nothing, and we gradually added some weights, and then, we outmuscled those weights, so we added more weights, mm-hmm. And just before everything started, going into don't go out places, we upgraded our weights, another set of weights, mm-hmm. And
so slowly 1 or 2 weights at a time, we're adding to our repertoire, and we're. But I think more importantly than even the equipment we're using, we're enjoying the time together to work out. I mean, it's good. It's good time. It's 45 minutes that we're not on our phone, that we're not ignoring each other, scrolling Facebook or TikTok, as some of us have become, addicted to. And it's just time for us to talk and work out together. So, good. Jonathan's back with a musical instrument. This should be entertaining.
He has a ukulele he's coming around with. it's good to be moving, and you can still social distance. You can still do things for yourself, but still get moving. You know, put aside your excuses. I don't care if you stand and watch. You know, my biggest thing was I started watching Coronation Street. So 30 minutes a day, I walked in my living room. You know, and if that's all that you do in a day, that's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody needs to keep moving, especially right now when we need to keep our health up. We need to keep our minds in a good place.
It releases dopamine. Working out releases dopamine. You can't not be happy after you work out.
Right.
You can't. So if you're feeling housebound, if you're feeling trapped, get up and run on the spot. Do some jumping jacks. You know, anything like that. There are tons, millions of online exercise things. Go on to YouTube for 5
Follow
minutes.
my page.
Follow
Jennifer,
Jackie.
One of my coaches, Jennifer Morris, has been going live, and if you've got any other friends that are coaches that want to partner up and, you know, do some live Facebook videos and whatever, for people to follow and do, that's what this is all about, is helping other people, helping each other, overcoming obstacles, overcoming, you know, the mental dilemmas and that we have. For the moms that are out there that are going, what do I do with my kids when there's no end in sight for this? Work out with your kids. Mm-hmm. Go for a walk with your kids. You know, I
Play
played
tag with them.
Yeah, I was playing soccer. I played Sarah's version of soccer, and I gotta tell you, her rules and my rules, they're different rules, and they changed as we went. But we played soccer for a while. So, I mean, I had just finished a 45-minute outdoor workout. I was tired. But she wanted to play. We were still outside. It was frigid, but sure, why not? You know, this is what this time is about. We have an opportunity to take advantage of the togetherness that our family has, the advantage of being with the kids. Sure, I know there's a lot of downsides, and I know there's a lot of cost in that comes at having families at home, but you can't change what it is. Mm-hmm. So you can change the way that you look at things. You can change the way you react to it.
All the excuses are gone. Mommy's too busy. Daddy's too busy. A lot of those excuses are currently gone. You can sit down and play cards with your kids. I know we did on the weekend. You can play hide and seek. You know, when I'm in for hide and seek, that game can last for hours. So, but I mean, this is time that your kids, anybody who has kids, that they will remember that mom and dad were available. Yeah.
It's up to us as parents, as the adults, to govern how our kids are going to look back on this time, how they're going to look back. Are they going to look back as the time where everybody was scared, everybody was worried, everybody was, you know, selfish and hoarding and whatever? Or are they going to look at the time and they're going to go, hey, do you remember that time where we had that long break from school and we were home with mom and dad and I were doing these things and we were doing all these fun times together? They're going to remember how they felt. They may not even remember that we played Sarah soccer with cheating rules, but they're going to remember that we spent the time together. They're going to remember the feelings that were involved. And, you know, that helps me, and I know Alan as well. It helps us govern how much we're dwelling on the situation. I mean, sure, be aware, be informed, know what's going on. Absolutely, everybody should know what's going on. Mm-hmm. Don't get sucked into the scrolling and scrolling and scrolling. I mean, stop here and watch us, of course. Yeah. But, you know, don't get caught into everybody's articles that they're sharing. And I did hear somewhere that Facebook is actually going to start blocking a lot of that stuff because there's misinformation being shared, and you need to make sure that what you're getting is the right information. And, you know, not living in looking for that information.
Well, and I'm for example, going to start my spring cleaning. You know, like I've got some free time, so we're gonna clean out the garage. We're gonna get the cars all cleaned up for the spring. You know, all those things that you never have time for. Yeah. No, this is it. Clean up the yard now that the snow's starting to melt. There's all sorts of stuff that I would normally put off.
We cleaned the basement this weekend.
We did.
We cleaned the laundry room. We gutted it out. We took stuff out, donated stuff, did whatever. And, he's in spring cleaning mode now.
Yeah,
we have time.
Absolutely. Well, and once the summer weather comes and we all get back out into our social networks again and we start socializing, those are all the jobs that get put off. So I'm going to get a head start on them this year. Might actually be ahead. So.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's going to be cool.
Why not?
So the big thing from this is stay moving, stay active, you know, be aware, but don't dwell. Focus on your reactions and stay positive. Make sure that, if you're posting, ask yourself before you hit that post button, is it adding value? Is it going to fill someone's bucket? Are you putting out the energy that you want? So let's make sure that we're leaning on each other, we're connecting with each other, but let's keep things in a positive manner. Let's, control our reactions and
social distance doesn't mean social isolation. We can do this. You guys, if you've never done a Facebook Live before, do Facebook Live. Tag us in it. Let us see it. Or you can Zoom people. You can all sorts of ways to do. You can do joint lives. There's all sorts of ways you can communicate with each other. And I hear that places like Bell and TELUS and all of those companies are now kind of lifting their data limits so that
on home internet.
Yeah, stuff like that.
Not on cellular yet.
No, not on cellular.
I'm really hoping they do because our home internet is
very slow.
And FYI, if you're going to call Bell for support on your dead internet, there's no point.
I think if you're going to call anybody for support
down.
right now. Yeah.
They've closed down their Philippines, the help lines and that, so there's no Bell helplines. I base that on the times I've tried to get through because we have no home internet. But you know what? Oh well, move on.
Yep, I was going to say, so get off the internet and get up and do something.
I just used my data. But the kids and I, we went outside.
Yeah.
We don't need to spend all days indoors watching TV.
Nah.
Sure, there's a time and a place for sitting and relaxing, but when time comes, we've got DVDs.
That's right.
Time to go back to the past.
You betcha.
Pull out some old ones.
Yeah.
Cool Runnings?
Tag us some of your favorite old time movies. Short Circuit, Cool Runnings,
yeah.
Uncle Buck, all of those old
Great
classics.
Outdoors.
The Great Outdoors. Yeah.
Hey, that brings to mind. We're gonna have to get started on some movie nights soon. Once all this is done. So drop us some of the movies that you want to see on movie night when we start doing our theater nights and having movies and popcorn and all that stuff again.
You betcha.
And happy rebooting to rebooters and no popcorn for anybody till tomorrow.
That's right.
60 hours.
Till 9 a.m. or until you feel hungry.
Right.
Yep.
There's a lot of benefits to your immunity with fasting, and it doesn't have to be a 60-hour reboot like I do monthly. It could be a simple thing as intermittent fasting.
As I say, we do 16 hours daily. And once a week, we like to do a 24-hour fast where we'll skip lunch and just eat dinner. So, and that 24-hour fast can be almost as impactful as the 60-hour reboot. Yeah, almost. So there's lots of stuff you can do to, and fasting conserves food.
It does. It conserves food.
Absolutely.
I have conserved a lot of food over the last 50 some odd hours.
Yeah.
So, yeah. If you have any questions about ketones, about reboots, if you want to connect for some online workouts, anything like that, let me know. If you want some workout ideas, that's new to me, but I have people that I connect with for that information. So I know there's a lot of different opportunities to purchase and pay for workouts. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about like Jennifer Morris is a great coach, mentor, and a friend of ours who is doing, she was doing Monday, Wednesday, Friday, but she did one again this morning, which I think is awesome to be able to just flip on your Facebook and get something from it. It's added value, and I think it's fantastic that she's giving that value out to everybody. She's a fantastic CrossFit coach, but she's doing workouts that anyone can do of any level with no equipment. So today she had equipment. It was a chair. So as long as you have access to something like a chair, if it's needed, then you can do her workouts. So it's all levels, and it's just great to get moving.
Yep. Don't forget, exercise not only going to help you boost your immunities, but also going to boost your mood. So if you're feeling kind of in a funk and you're tired of scrolling, go find one of the Facebook Lives and, get up and get moving. Put some good music on and get moving. Yeah, absolutely.
Yep.
All right, well, we just thought we'd check in, make sure everybody's doing okay. If anybody needs anything or anybody needs to talk or anything like that, please reach out. You can contact Jackie or I. And
Yep.
Absolutely.
you know, we're not taking the kids out, but if somebody is at home and they aren't able to get out or they're too high risk to go out, you know, reach out to us. We are more than happy. Or, you know what, if you're having a hard time getting what you need for any reason, reach out and we'll do what we can to help.
Yep, absolutely.
So I hope that everybody is doing well, has a great night, and
stay safe.
We'll be back. Bye, everybody.
Good night, guys.